what's up? It is the Cherry Crew, yeah!
I'm still depressed.
I guess my dog wants to say hi. This is Sasha.
She does not want to be in this video. I'd like to get down to this, okay?
Let's get down to business.
No. If you saw part 1, which if you didn't, I would suggest watching part 1. I'll get a link in the description. To recap a little bit, Joshey boy, pedophile of the year. He was a very odd man. He was obsessed with me for quite a bit, and then
It was disturbing.
got upset because he blocked me on Facebook and then ended up in prison. That's where we left off. He was in prison. He blocked me for 4 months, went to prison for a large amount of possession of drugs. It was January, right? Start of the year. I was like, you know, this is great. You know, I get a fresh start. 2016. I was like, this is my year.
2016 was the year from hell, like, for everybody collectively, though.
I noticed that. 2016, I was just like, you know, it's a new year. It's a brand new year. Joshey boy's somewhere else that's not here. I didn't know that he was in prison yet, but he was, in fact, in prison. As soon as he got out, he, messaged me. So I went 4 months without him talking to me, you know? It was a great 4 months. And I just get a message out of the blue. I'm like, oh yeah, like, kind of like scrolling through. I'm like, oh, I got a new message on Facebook. Let me check that. And I saw his name. So he messaged me and he was apologizing. He was just like, Kate, I understand. I don't really think he understood. But Kate, I understand.
I doubt it.
You know, I get it. I get that, you know, you did not like me back. And, you know, we just weren't meant to be. And I'm just like, you think? For a couple reasons. 1, he was way older than me. 2, I was and am in a relationship. 3, he's nuts. I was just like, okay, yeah, I accept your fucking apology, broski. He was like, great, you know? I was just gonna end it there. I was just gonna be like, okay, cool, I forgive you. I'll be on my way now. And then he just started jumping into, like, I did cocaine. He did a shit ton of cocaine to forget me. I think that's why he went to prison. So like, in hindsight, I was the reason he ended up in prison, guys.
Good for you.
After his cocaine extravaganza and his prison adventures. So basically, he said at that point, he was messaging me and he said, I'm over you. And I was just like,
Are
okay.
you?
I was a little wary because I was just like, well, then why are you messaging me? Why? So he said that he was over me, and I was just like, okay, I'm a little less uncomfortable, but still uncomfortable because you were in prison, you have problems. I don't know. Anyway, I would like to clarify. He did say that he had feelings for me. However, in the last video, I forgot to mention that he was actually gay. Let me tell you, he was full-on gay.
Okay.
Right? Gay. 100%. But once he started liking me, he basically said, his words were, Kate is an exception. Am I a man? I don't know, maybe I'm close to
I mean, I've heard of people that are gay that have exceptions for, like, you know, people.
But however, this is where it gets weird. I brought it up later. I was just like, yeah, you know, I thought it was, you know, weird how you said you were gay, but that you liked me, you know, and he was just like, I've never been gay. I've always been bisexual. And I was just like,
you lied to me.
He did lie to me. And he's saying he's bisexual. And by the way, nowadays he says that he's straight. Now to get into, he's back in my life again, somehow. Well, not back in my life. I wasn't like, oh, Joshey boy is here. So now that he's back in my life, it was late January, you know, and my brother's birthday. It was my brother's birthday, and we went out to this fancy restaurant, right? And Joshey boy starts texting me while I'm in this fancy restaurant, and I'm like, these two things don't mix. And I was just like messaging him, and he mentioned something. He was just like, what you doing? And I'm just like, oh, I'm at a fancy restaurant for my brother's birthday. And he's just like, oh, sounds fancy. That was an actual thing that he said. Yeah.
It's like saying like I'm going to the supermarket. Oh, sounds super.
Don't ever say that. And I was just like, yeah, it's pretty fancy. It's way fancier than anything I do, which is basically I just go to Chili's. Welcome to Chili's! And he was just like, well, I mean, for your birthday, I'll take you out to a fancy restaurant.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't
Why
know.
doesn't he understand that there's lines you don't cross? People. Okay, keep going.
Okay. And in that span where I was kind of just like, yeah, thanks for the offer. He kind of started mentioning like the Blue Man Group, and he was just like, oh, the Blue Man Group's coming to town. Kate, you want to go with me and my brother? And then first off, I was like, there's another one of you? And I was just like, and you're asking me to go with the two Joshey boy brothers?
It's like Mario and Luigi, but
no, but
pedophiles. Like,
we don't know
Mario
that
games.
Mario is not a pedophile.
Reason.
So that was what I was dealing with. And like I was like iffy because I was just like, you're talking about doing this stuff and you are also saying you don't have feelings for me. Why would you take me to a fancy restaurant?
And then say, I don't have feelings for you. That's preposterous.
But later on, it was confirmed because he started talking about like other people that he had feelings for that were not me. He would come to me for like love advice and like as if I was some sort of love guru. He started messaging me and he started telling me, Kate, I have feelings for Megan. And now Megan is my age. Number one. Number two, Megan was always a massive dick to him. Always. So I don't know why, number one, why he's going for people way younger than him. Number two, I don't know why he would go for someone that treats him like shit, but he did it. So he confesses his feelings for Megan and then expects me to, like, help him.
No. That would never happen.
And at this point, Megan recently got a job as a stripper. And Joshey boy didn't know about it, and I swear I didn't tell him.
How the fuck did he find out?
I don't know. He found out that she was a stripper, and he started hounding me to take him to the place where she stripped. He was like, I want to see Megan at work, and I was like, why? And he's like, I got money, and I'm just like,
no.
I'm like,
the answer was no.
Josh boy, don't do it. Like, he's like, Kate, I want to see Megan at the strip club. She's got a great body. And I'm like, I don't care. Why would you ask me to take you to see my friend
at her workplace
when I know that you're fucking nuts? He doesn't have a license, he doesn't have a car. He was like, hey, you have a license and a car, take me. And I'm like, no. So he had like feelings for Megan for a bit. He would talk to me about his love life all the time. Anyway, later on he became a dishwasher at Denny's. He fell for this other girl, got his mind off Megan. This girl was actually his age. Whoa. Okay, so anyway, her name was Lottie, and Lottie worked at Denny's. I think she was a server. Now, here's the funny thing, and like, I don't know, this sounds like a better love story than Twilight to me. Lottie was on parole. Basically, she would work at Denny's, and then she would go back to prison. Yeah, that was her life, Denny's and then prison. Joshey boy would be messaging me, and he would be like talking about Lottie, how much he's fucking infatuated with her, and how much he loves her. He was very quick to say the L word. He messaged me, and he was just like, it's just, I really like her, and every day after work, I walk her home to prison. That's really sweet. You walk her home to prison after. It turns out she really did not like him. Like she really did not like him. Like she
was not reciprocated.
No, she was being nice to him, but she was not interested. I remember at one point he messaged me and he was like really upset because he was just like, I tried holding her hand while I was walking her home to prison today and she told me to not touch her. It's just like, take the hint. I don't know. It got to the point where he had me make a dating profile for him. Like, I'm so desperate, I want a dating profile, but I don't know how to make one. I don't know how you don't know how to make a dating profile. He seemed like he was on the internet all the time. And it literally just lists all the steps for you to do, so I don't see what the problem was. But yeah. He had me do it for him. I actually made a dating profile for him, gave him the email and password, and was just like, there you go. It was the only reason that I did do it for him, the only reason I did do it for him, is because I was hoping, beyond all hope, that he would, leave me alone. Stop talking to me about his love life. Leave Megan alone. Leave Lottie alone. So, he made it, and, like, he found this one girl. I don't remember what her name was, so I'm just gonna call her Patty. And she was his age. I was, like, surprised when he didn't set the age preference to, like, 15 to, like...
That would be...
That's not a thing, because you need to be 18, don't you? Set it to, like... I'm surprised he didn't set it to 18. I mean, there was another younger girl that he did talk to.
Oh.
She apparently liked him. She apparently had a crush on him. And she was even younger than I was. She was 2 years younger than me.
Don't be a Joshey boy.
Yeah, no, please
don't let Joshey boys into your life.
Please, no. So, he kind of had problems with this girl a little bit. Like, he would occasionally, like, message me and be like, she not messaging me, or, oh, we got into an argument, and blah, blah, what. Anyway, I kind of got tired of him, because literally all he talked to me about, number one, I didn't want him to talk to me at all. Number two, when he did talk to me, he talked to me laying all this stuff on me that I didn't care about. Laying like, oh, we're in an argument. Oh, Kate, I'm so upset. Oh, Kate, I'm gonna slip my wrist. He literally would talk about slitting his wrists because this girl and him got into an argument, and I was like, you've known this girl for a week. It's not that bad. You guys are arguing over, like, the fact that you guys can't see each other this weekend. What is the problem?
Saying that you want to, like, slit your wrist, that's, like, a serious thing to, like, say.
It's a serious thing to say.
Yeah.
It's something that people actually do when they're going through a very difficult time, and you're
just throwing it around.
Throwing it out, like, hey, like, I'm gonna do it because I can't see her on Saturday. It pissed me off, and I yelled at him, and I fucking went off on him. About this stuff, you've been up my ass with all these girls that you like. You come back into my life, tell me that I'm the reason you did cocaine. I'm the reason he ended up in prison. Telling me that he's over me, but, like, I'm gonna take you out to a fancy restaurant, not respecting that you're in a serious relationship. And Blue Man Group, and I have a brother, there's more, and now you're asking me. It's just so much, and I went off, and, he cried and then blocked me. At that time, I kind of was in this mode of, like, I knew he had problems, and I wanted to be able to help him get past them, and that wasn't a good idea. He never asked me how my day was. I'm going to have a part 3 of this.
Yeah.
There's
more. This is the first time I'm hearing all of this stuff. Okay, I had known about Joshey Boy as a second-hand, like, person. I would just hear, Joshey Boy did this, Joshey Boy did that, and I'm like, who the fuck is Joshey Boy? I knew he was, like, Kate's stalker, but, like...
Kate's stalker. He never really stalked me. Anyway, he did have his girlfriend at the time, who, was the girl that he found on the dating site. Her name was Michelle.
Oh, okay.
Michelle. Her name was Michelle, and she actually messaged me, after he blocked me, because he unblocked me, and started being like, Kate, I'm so sorry, and I left him on red. She messaged me. I have no idea who this lady is. She was just like, Joshey boy is so sorry. He's in my arms crying because he misses you so much. And I'm just like,
how is this supposed to make me feel?
I'm just like, let him cry. So basically, that was that, and I forgave him too many times. I should have been like, get professional help. Boy, I am an 18-year-old kid.
No, yeah, and you're not studying to be a psychologist.
But I didn't, and so here we are. If you wanna see some more of this, whatever the heck this was,
please click like and subscribe.
Please click like and subscribe. I am laying so much out here. It would mean a lot if you could please like and subscribe.
And also hit the bell if you want notifications for if we,
make a part 3, make a part 4, make a part 55.
Hopefully it won't get that far.
Bye.